These are the best highlights from today's 2024 LCK Regional Qualifier matchup.
But DK, going into the lane swap, knew that they were going to fall behind slightly in gold, but you got through the early levels for your Camille. And then you also...
Yeah, he went up there for a melee minion.
Aiming, go kill. But Ziggs, as strong as he is, I think quite that is all.
Yeah, Guma in a lot of trouble here. He does have the magical journey, but following is Moham, and guess who's here? It's Lucid. The jump scare from the jungle. It will be Moham who does pick up the first blood. Guma not even bothering to use his flash. Kingan's not going to have a fun time. I think he knew it. They saved R5 quote-unquote counterpick for him. I mean, it was counterpick, basically, because he picked it after the Rumble, but Rumble doesn't really have any counters, so good luck. But he picks the Camille. It does very well with the team pushed out. KIA and Owner here. But we got Moham and Lucid here as well. Lucid just waiting.
Guma's on his way.
His ult out if they do decide to go for the dive. Here comes the Nocturne, avoided with the Camille ult, and the Maokai ult coming out as well, looking for Owner. There's a ton of damage over the top from the Ziggs. Owner in a lot of trouble, will avoid a bunch of the early damage, but eventually does go down. Zeus getting pretty low himself, and the counter dive comes out. The cleanse here from Guma, but the follow-up from Lucid, and they're gonna get Zeus as well, but the stun comes in. Lucid and Moham super low, but there's nothing that T1 can do about it.
Barely ahead in gold, I imagine, because of the fact that when aiming TP'd, Faker was just getting the plate, so by the end of it, T1 still have the gold lead.
Yeah, it's almost like they have kind of stumbled into gold leads in this game, and I would say that is mostly due to DK's macro not exactly being clean. So
it really isn't, Veldes.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a little bit nice, but yeah, it's kind of obvious in the beginning of this first game, as kind of everywhere, but that's fine. You know, at the end of the day, it's still a relatively early game, but T1 kind of get out scot-free.
Kingan might have to flash again.
Trying to bait him in as Zeus. And yeah, nice dodge on the Bard ult, but here comes the Nocturne. Very difficult to get away from this one. The Fear is coming in, but he does avoid a little bit of the damage, but not the Fear, and now the Equalizer will come down, and Kingan is just dead. DK not able to turn this, and T1, they've got everybody in this one as Faker comes over. A double kill for the Rumble, and now Zeus is off to the races.
Probably going to be able to turn this into Herald, as it was a very heavy investment towards the bot side of the map from T1.
Yeah, and that can still be very useful with your Ziggs. You know, you throw that in. King in a lot of trouble here. He is not going to respect the lack of vision, and he just gets punched to death by the Rumble. 3 kills already for Zeus. And we talked about this top lane matchup. Moham now in a bit of trouble. Faker keeping him around. KIA wants to do so as well. Here comes Owner. Not having the paranoia, but he's just going to flash on in as, so low is Moham, but the lock-in comes in. It doesn't matter. The Q will land the final blow. And that is another kill on the board here for T1.
I don't know what it can do.
Right. He's going to land the stun here on Zeus, who is in a lot of trouble. Actually, that's a big shutdown that just got given over to Showmaker. At the end of the day, a lot of TPs and map movements that do get used to the topside aiming. Has to TP into mid. Oh, the satchel! And Guma has to flash, and he's trying to turn it here onto aiming, but he's not quite able to. Heal comes in from the Bard as Guma will use that speed boost to just run away with the Strup. But man, that was getting spicy.
It's a chaotic game, Veldes. There's a lot of stuff happening, and it's over forces on either side. Should be able to get this turret with the satchel, as there it goes. No plates, but still, mid lane turret is always going to feel like a big win. But like, despite the fact that his life has been very unfortunate, you can still do stuff like this.
Yeah, he's just going to throw an ult in, and you can't get out of that one as Kingan, he does get very, very low, but he did his job, and there's not much that KIA can do up here on the top side. So a turret, a couple of turrets go to DK.
No. Very big mistake.
I mean, if he has vision, he knows 100%.
Well, then if Rumble is in another lane.
Okay, sure.
But like, even then, like it's a big cooldown. It's a lot of what allows you to be in the sideline in the first place. Anyway, big mistake from Kingan. Immediately kind of course corrected by DK, as they're able to get a really nice catch towards the top side of the map. And Kingan also showcasing again that I do think that even though obviously the laning phase was a bit of a disaster, the Camille will always have value because you have Ziggs, Maokai, and Porky. As they'll still be able to get it. So well, someone has to catch this top wave. We'll see if anyone is going to be able to. Faker has just been pushing.
Stop. They did show a lot of people down on bottom side. He is going to stop now just to do grubs. And Guma's going to get hit by the satchel again. And this time he doesn't have flash. He's in a lot of trouble. The magical journey will not save him. That is another shutdown given over to DK. This time it's given to the Ziggs, who is casually 2-0 and 3.
And with MF, if you have your BT... Oh, possible collapse.
Yeah, they're trying to turn actually on the Zeus. That's a ton of damage. He has to flash away, but now trying to get on top of aiming, who is left all alone. He satchels over the wall. It's beautiful, but that is a Yone who can do even better than the Ziggs can.
Dingen's on the way.
Trying to turn here on a Faker. There's the solar flare. They should be able to trade this one back. Lucid tanking up a ton. He gets the root. He flashes away. He lives. It's a double kill for Showmaker. And just incredible back and forth action in this first game.
Vision. They don't have vision right now, and you got to know this is happening. Lucid, I don't think is going to make it here in time. And they've realized now, but I think it's too late.
Yeah, Aiming just going to turn back around, and especially with the paranoia, you don't have any chance of making it into the pit. T1, they take the Baron. Not even necessarily a sneak. They shouted it to the sky. They were like, we are doing the Baron. We are going to take it, deny all the vision, and DK were like, oh, it should be fine. We can take this dragon. But no, T1 just going to take it down. You don't have the flank ward. T1 are just going to have to go straight up here as, not the blast cone to save you, as it is going to knock out Kingin. But now Faker's 1v1. They're trying to collapse here on a Kingin with the paranoia, but he gets away from the fear. Should be okay, but the equalizer's pretty huge. The flash away from Faker, who is now in a bit of trouble. Everybody gonna get rooted down, as there is no more Yone, and a massive Jinx bomb over the top is gonna push T1 away. It's not a clean fight. Nothing in this game has been clean, as a lot of members here on the side of DK are also quite low, but they're gonna stick onto the Baron, or rather the Dragon anyway.
Owner has flash. This might as well carry him. We'll see if they can able to contest this.
They're trying to take the fight here. RDK. Oh, the satchel to deny the magical journey. He's not able to get away. And Owner, I mean, he still could sacrifice his life to try to get in there. Oh, no, it's and it goes to MF as they're not able to check all the boxes. And without their jungler, Guma just steals away the dragon. Just gonna, okay, we're gonna group up in top and just push.
Get the inner.
Yeah.
Okay, and T1 is kind of calling their bluff and looking to push on mid.
Keria almost, no, he's just actually dead, not almost. He is just dead.
They got to start Nash.
8-0.
Like, especially with the positions that they got right now, like, Guma is going to get the mid inner, and Owner is still here, so steal is a possibility, but so much of their setup does come from this Bard.
They don't see Camille. They don't know where he is. They have a suspicion. And the setup, as you mentioned, it's just the turn from the side of DK. They try to get in, but the arm guard is there for Showmaker. And this fight, a massive ult comes in from Faker. And he's just going to get super low, as will Owner. Owner barely getting away. But at the end of the day, T1, they stop the Baron take. And the turn is, again, not very clean. Kingin looking for more, and he will actually take down Owner. And that is pretty huge to take out the jungler.
And that two-man ultimate, that's going to be the end. I just don't think it's enough because, again, Owner is just about to get to life, and everyone on DK is on this Baron.
Oh, they're going to delay it, though. They might be, no, just the dragon, or rather the damage is just way too much, and now here comes the combo. The turn comes in on Aguma. It's not very clean. They should just take the Baron, as they finally do take it down. In goes Owner, but he's okay. Now Showmaker doesn't have a flash. He's being burned down quite a bit here. They're looking to turn as there goes Faker into the backline, takes out Showmaker. And an angle here for Guma, pretty good. Moana probably going to go down, and that he does. And DK, they get away with only 2 Baron buffs.
Yeah, if he flashes over that wall, they can't chase. Like, Showmaker's healthy enough.
Mountain Soul on the cards.
Yeah, they're gonna get it.
Just gonna get it for free. There's nothing that Lucid can do, even though he approaches the dragon. It's Mountain Soul. Okay. Challengers.
It's just Challengers, baby. I don't know why it took me this long to figure out. Is DK still have a minute left?
Yes, our regional qualifiers first match. It's just Challengers. So they still have Baron, and they're trying to get the inhibitor. They're gonna get it, unless T1. No, it's gone. Okay. That is 6. Gonna just start up the objective. See if T1 can answer this one. The last cone denied, and Kingen gonna have to TP back into this fight. The poke not really doing much from
Look,
Amy
he's
just
keeping
yet.
the bot wave. Is he gonna just push for the inhib?
I mean, he can always threaten an end. And potential for T1 to not get away if they stop the backs, but we do have Rumble's Zeus. He is gonna back now, as this is a very tense moment in this game.
Are we just flipping it?
We're just flipping it, I guess. I mean, Baker trying to find the angle, and it's just going to come down to Guma Yusi again is going to take down the objective, and they're TPing. They're trying to end the game. They say, enough with your Elder Dragon, but Zeus
There's no way!
stasis, and he might just be able to defend the base by himself. Down he will go, but T1, they still have Elder Dragon. Aiming's going to go down. Down will go Kingen eventually. His owner will take him out with the paranoia, and that might just do it as T1 and Guma, they take the objective and they look to push mid.
This is 42 minutes in. No one that can clear waves is going to be alive anytime soon. Zeus can TP in. I'm pretty sure this is just going to be it. There's an Elder buff, and it goes to Guma of all people.
And it was a total flip. There were like 8 people around that Drake.
Oh, DK. That's going to be it for game 1, Valdez. What a suitable ending to this first messy game.
Absolutely. This is exactly the way that game 1 had to end after what we witnessed for 42.5 minutes.
These were some of the best highlights from today's 2024 LCK Regional Qualifier matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.